Hi, welcome back to the Joy of Civ. I'm your host, Christian. So, we are here in the episode 2 of this series focused on city-states and our interactions with them. In the first episode, playing as Sweden, we were able to build Edamananki and also grab the Lady of the Reeds and Marshes Pantheon, which works really well for the first couple cities that we founded. We also met a few city-states, and in this episode, we're going to see if we can start to get a bit of a toehold on relationships with at least one of them and see where that takes us in the game. So let's jump back in. I'm glad you're here. All right, here we are back in the Swedish Empire. We have two cities, our capital city of Stockholm, which just completed Edamananki, giving us some amazing marsh yields. We also have the coastal city of Göteborg. Göteborg is the beneficiary of a giant forest fire that really improved many of these jungle and forest tiles earlier in the game. You can see that if you go back to episode 1 of this series. We have at least one other city planned. I think we'll probably try to get one in this area as well. In fact, let's take a quick look here. Yeah, I think... So I'm pressing 4 to toggle this settler overlay on, and Y toggles the yield icons. And I think this tile right here is a good city site. I'm going to press Shift A to drop a new map tack there. And we'll see if we can get a city out here before England, who's up here, continues to press their empire to the south toward our Swedish Empire. So we also have these few city-states, Taruga, who we were the first to meet, and Lahore, who we were also the first to meet. So we have an envoy in each of those city-states. And then we also have Hong Kong, who I believe the English met first. Now, we do have some quests that we can do to gain additional envoys, and I think we might want to do that. So triggering a Eureka for Masonry is a way to get an envoy with Lahore, and sending a trade route would get us one with Taruga. I think that might be our first target here. So in Stockholm, we can produce a trader, and I think we'll do that, and then we'll get a settler underway in order to get out, get one of these cities up here settled. All right, I think we might consider something to improve our army, or our military strength overall right now. England is quite a bit stronger than we are, and we'll see what we wind up with in terms of relationship with them. It's a bit dicey right now, but we'll see. In any event, I think we don't have much that we can build in the way of military, but go ahead and get another warrior. Quick look over here. There's a bit of a choke point, and we have our military station here, mostly to try and prevent any additional southward expansion that the English might try into this area that we really want to claim. All right, we got another tribal village over here. Oh, a free builder. That's fantastic. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I think we're gonna send this builder over here to Göteborg. Although improving sea resources will be a bit of a trick with these barbarians threatening the city. It's a really nice looking coastal city. I love how it's kind of in this little area carved out of the forest, rainforest. Alright, well, these slingers may as well fire on this galley. Alright, we've got our trader available. We're going to grab this trade route with Taruga and gain another envoy that way. And we also boosted currency. That's a good thing. Scout is continuing to reveal the map. Very, very interesting continent. I think we're on a single continent here. Yeah.
I'm also interested in creating a lasting
bronze
legacy.
Working.
Because bronze will last.
And let's see, Control F. Let's see if we found any iron anywhere. It looks like there is one source of iron, and it is almost within Hong Kong's borders. So becoming their suzerain could be strategically important. Alright, well, the suzerain bonus for Taruga is plus 5% science in all cities for each different improved strategic resource. So we won't have any iron to gain that bonus. Could we possibly have horses? Let's research animal husbandry and find out. Alright, our scout is being threatened here. I would love to move around this way though and see what's over here. I think we'll see how well we do fortified in the forest hills here.
It was luxuries like air conditioning that brought down the Roman Empire. With air conditioning...
Alright, early empire. So we got our Pantheon, so we don't need God King anymore to get that faith boost. We are producing a settler, so I think this could be, colonization could be a good policy. Let's take a quick look though at our capital. So we're 6 turns away from producing that settler. Maybe we'll crank out another one immediately after. So having that policy in could be really beneficial. And I think we'll keep our discipline policy for now. All right, now in terms of civics, let's go for mysticism, gain an envoy, and then maybe we'll be able to bring Taruga under our control. Okay, so I like to start with Magnus quite often, but thinking of bringing a city-state under control, getting Amani would let us do that more quickly and kind of fit with the approach in this game. So I think we're going to do that. Now, let's see, what's Lahore's bonus? We can train the Nihang unit. It's not super useful right away, although neither is Taruga's specific bonus. We could try to start edging in on Hong Kong. I think that's what we'll do. And then a single envoy there will allow us to become their suzerain.
If there are no dogs in heaven, then when I die, I want to go where they went.
All right, so I should now have revealed horses. Okay, Hong Kong also has the source of horses. Now, something else we could consider in our interactions with city-states is conquering them. We could set our sights on Hong Kong and attempt to take it, bring it into our empire, but my concern there would be how close it is to the English. So we'll continue to focus on diplomatic relations with city-states right now. All right. So if we can get another trader, then we could get a trade route with Hong Kong and complete their quest. Now hold our position here. We're doing well against those barbarians. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to improve any sea resources until we deal with that barbarian. Barbarian galley. And we'll heal up here before we attempt to move past that spearman. They might take the opportunity to attack our wounded scout if we move past. Alright, we've got ourselves a warrior. So, we researched writing early on to gain access, I guess, to build. And in the end, it let us build Edamananki. We could also work on a campus, but I kind of want to get a commercial hub up to get another trade route. So, for now, let's work toward a galley here in Göteborg. That might let us get the sea resources improved as well. And this builder, we're just going to have hang tight here for now. And we'll march our warrior up toward the capital. Okay, we got ourselves a settler. And building another settler would make some good sense at this point. Let's do that. Alright, which city do we want to found first here now? And these still seem like the best locations for cities. Maybe here, in order to grab any of this land before Taruga's borders expand and take it. Our scout is under attack again. I think maybe it's time to move around this way and stop dealing with those barbarians. Nearing the end of the era here. Alright, get our third city founded. And I think we'll want to take this opportunity to purchase at least that tile. I guess we'll have to wait a few turns in order to purchase this tile here. Or this, well, we could purchase this one right away, a fish. I think that might be I think that's a good play right now before Taruga's borders expand. Alright, now I am definitely seeing some threats from the English here. Also, they have their Amani governor in Taruga. I would really... I guess it's possible they're going to attack Taruga or have already declared war. No, they have not. They're most likely coming for my empire. So, John Coping is our newest city and is probably their initial target. So this is a garrison promoted slinger. I think we're going to move back toward John Coping and defend there. And we're going to get to work right away on a slinger and begin marching these warriors up to John Coping as well. Glad I thought to start building up a bit of a military.
Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants.
Okay, we could begin. Oh, what happened over here at Taruga? Okay, nothing major. But actually that probably benefits us, as the English won't be able to move around or move through Taruga's territory until they grab them as their suzerain. If that happens. Alright, let's get archery. I think that's going to be crucial for defending against any English aggression here. So this portion of the continent has some decent land to potentially settle in the future.
I like to say I practice militant mysticism. I'm absolutely sure.
All right, so we have an additional envoy now. Let's see, how close are we to our settler? Very close. I don't think we need to keep that colonization policy in at this point. So let's go for some extra production. We're going to keep the barbarian bonus, although why don't we boost our, well, let's see, how much time is left on the galley? A single turn. Okay, so we don't need to boost naval production. Okay, urban planning. And we'll keep the barbarian policy because there's nothing better military policy-wise at this point. Let's go for craftsmanship in order to get a better military policy. And we will become the suzerain of Taruga. And it might make sense to actually reassign Amani to kind of cement our control there. One more envoy and England could overturn that. So. Okay, and yeah, England, they still appear to be gearing up for an attack. Okay, we've got our first ship.
The forces of evil become confused while your arrow is on its way to the target.
As well as the ability to get archers. And we've entered a a normal era. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is playing here on this Perfect World 6 map, which I did mention, I added 2 additional AI civilizations. In previous games, it seems like there's been too much territory to peaceably expand, and I kind of wanted to just make things a little more interesting. So that is why we see so many civilizations here, even though it is technically a normal size Perfect World 6 map. Alright, so I kind of feel like going for pen, brush, and voice, mainly because if we're focused on city-states, that means we're focused on envoys, and you get those via the civics tree, and we'll probably be more interested in getting these inspirations. So, might not be the best choice, but I feel like it goes with the theme. Okay, also speaking of our focus on city-states, let's go for mathematics at this point. Although we aren't going to get, we don't have any boost. We won't get that boost story. We've not built a single district. Let's go for masonry, actually, in order to build city walls. Although, if we get the boost for masonry, that gives us a free envoy with Lahore. We can't get a builder up here soon enough, though, I don't think, to build a quarry there. How quickly could we get one? We can build a builder in 4 turns. Can we hold off on city walls? I think we can. We'll upgrade this guy to an archer. We'll have these 2 warriors. Well, we'll see. We'll also bring our galley around, and hopefully it can aid in any potential conflict. Alright, so that being said, we'll hold off on masonry for the moment, and we'll go for the wheel. At least it would let us build a heavy chariot, which would be our strongest land military unit. Okay, there's that barbarian galley. And let's get out here and improve some sea resources now that we have some form of defense. I'd really like a commercial hub. Oh, although we have to sacrifice a really nice tile in order to do so. I don't think I can bring myself to do that here in this city. Not right now. And with war on the horizon, I think an archer might make more sense. All right, another settler on the move. England does have this scout lurking around, which could come over here and pillage, I suppose. That's another good reason to have that archer under production. There we go, that's a nice boost towards celestial navigation. As wounded as this scout is, I don't really want to engage with that slinger right now.
Skill without imagination is craftsmanship, and gives us many useful objects.
Alright, this is nice, because we can swap out this barbarian policy and be able to build ancient and classical melee, anti-cavalry, and ranged units more quickly. That feels like an important thing at this point. Let's go for military tradition as well for this flanking and support bonus ability. We're going to upgrade this slinger to an archer now. Well, if nothing else, our galley has been able to kind of drive this barbarian galley back and keep it from threatening Göteborg and the improved sea resources down there. It's going to be hard to slip past those barbarians.
Don't reinvent the wheel. Just realign it.
All right, we'll tech a little bit toward mathematics. I hope I remember to switch away after building this quarry, because I want to switch to masonry. I hope I remember that. Okay. So we entered the classical era. Let's take a quick zoomed in look at our capital here. It has a new look to it. Some classical era buildings. Although that palace is something else. That's really cool. Let's take a look at Göteborg. It's actually a more improved city, has a granary. And it's actually larger than our capital of Stockholm. Okay, so we got our builder. Maybe we can get a commercial hub here in Stockholm. Yeah. I think that is a good play. We'll go with a commercial hub right here, I think. I'm not going to bother waiting to clear the rainforest. Okay. I am playing with the City Sprawl graphics mod, which adds additional buildings around districts adjacent to the capital. So all of a sudden, Stockholm looks a lot more populous. All right. Keep these archers here, garrison promoted archers, and we will keep our galley nearby. All right, city number 4, Orebro. Nice city out on this peninsula here. We're going to have them also gear up for defense. A handy side effect of establishing that trade route with Taruga is the road now that runs between Stockholm and Jönköping. All right, let's get our archers worked out on this galley. Our galley, let's see, what's it named? The Coral. The Coral can join in as well. Oh, those slingers attacking our scout down here. Okay, we've got an archer. Now I'm going to need to sacrifice some of these really nice tiles for districts at some point. Oh, but it pains me to do so. They're just such fantastic tiles. And I can imagine getting Reina in this city and having 2 gold for every one of those tiles as well. I think I'll think about that a little bit more. maybe we'll get ourselves a preserve with Reina in this city, improving the appeal of these tiles, which right now is pretty lousy. But she could improve the appeal of these tiles. A preserve could be really powerful later. But yeah, for now, we'll go for a monument. And let's keep an eye on this English scout. Oh man, look at the English up there now. Looks like Taruga is building walls. That's a wise move. Will also benefit us in any future conflict. I already like the kind of story or strategy that's coming to play here, where the Swedish Empire is aligned with the city-state of Taruga, which stands between them and the powerful English Empire. There we go. Barbarian ship eliminated.
I don't underrate the value of military knowledge, but if...
All right. We're going to keep our policies, I think, as they are. Because we're producing some archers in 1 or 2 cities still. And I like the additional production bonus we're getting in our cities. Let's take a look at the civics tree here. Think about things for a bit. So getting to political philosophy seems like a real important move, and we won't unlock any other envoys until we get past that. So let's go for political philosophy. All right. Now here's where I remember to switch to masonry. There we go. It wasn't much of a boost, but it was something. And it gave us a free envoy with Lahore, which I believe we now have 2 envoys with them. Alright, so the English have their ship, the Childish Tycoon. What a strangely named ship. I wonder what the story is behind that. Our ship is down here, facing off with the Coral, which will now sail into port and heal up. Our scout could be in some peril. And we have ourselves another archer. Very good. Okay, so John Coping now. Is this where we build our commercial? Oh wait, we're building one down in Stockholm, and it will be done very soon. I really would like to build walls in here, starting in about 2 turns. Well, let's go for a builder for now. Maybe I'll remember to switch to walls. This builder, meanwhile, can really do some nice improvements and get our amenities up, which we're kind of lacking in right now. We lost our scout. That's unfortunate. So we will boost state workforce here as soon as this commercial hub is complete. That is a nice nice thing, as that's going to get us era score as well.
Each of us is carving a stone, erecting a column, or cutting a piece of stone.
City walls in John Coping. Is that the name of that city? Yes, John Coping. I think that's what we're going to go for. Mathematics is our next target. Alright, swapping out for ancient walls. We'll come back to that builder. Alright, we've got ourselves a district and the civic boost inspiration for state workforce. Okay, I'd really like to get a market here in Stockholm to get that additional trade route online. Although it feels less important now that we've moved Amani out of Hong Kong. Let's go granary, then market. Alright, and we've got a monument here in Göteborg. Göteborg is developing nicely down here. Question is, what do we build next? So we have one more place we can settle here. I think this actually would be a good move. So let's get a settler here in Göteborg. It'll take quite a while, but we'll get there. Alright, Orebro with an archer. I think we'll go for ancient walls here too. This is these cities will defend the kind of the gateway to our empire at this point. I wonder if the English are waiting until they can embark their units and will attack at that point. Their navy is definitely looking threatening. I'm gonna sail the Coral back into John Coping. Really, we might want to get another galley going here before a settler.
It is equally important to have a happy and engaged workforce as it is to have a profit.
Alright, we aren't producing any more archers at this point. We are producing that galley though, so let's boost that production. And I really like the idea of getting a forestry management Reina in Göteborg. Okay, so Victoria appears friendly with us now. If we can get a declared friendship, that should keep her from attacking us, I think. Unless that has been changed in the AI mod. Let's find out. Ah, yeah, she won't do it. Okay. Should we send a delegation? Alright, let's see if that gets us a friendship. Nope. Okay. they'll trade us iron and 7 gold per turn. I really don't want to give them open borders, though. Yeah, I think this deal might be worth it, although I'd like 1 more iron. Okay, that's a deal. I want that 1 more iron, that way I can potentially build a swordsman with the 20 iron and have 1 more left, so that if it gets injured, then it can be repaired. Okay, got ourselves a flood here. We got our 2nd galley. Oh boy, got a forest fire that's broken out here at John Coping. Should get this archer moved away from there. This galley is named the Fin of God. That's a good name. Forest is still burning up there.
Without mathematics, there's nothing you can do. Everything around you.
Looks like our plantation is burning here. Actually, that's a mine. Of our amber mines. Alright, we're going to research shipbuilding so our units can embark in case there are hostilities with the English. We have some really good possibilities for trade. I guess we'll try this route with Hong Kong in hopes that we don't have war with the English. It also gets us that envoy we were hoping to get with them. So we've completed all the quests, I believe, from the city-states. Although, Taruga would like us to construct a preserve. I think we'd like to do that anyway. Down in Goatborg. Alright, so the English are starting to look a little less threatening. Maybe they've changed their approach now that they're friendly with us. It's hard to tell if it's really friendly or fake friendly.
Politics is the art of the possible, the attainable, the art of the next best.
Alright, I think I like the idea of classical republic at this point. We are fairly peaceful people. We're not looking for conflict. And we will get some nice bonuses in our capital thanks to its district. And let's see, for our policies. Getting some more gold seems pretty nice, especially if we get another trade route up. We'll get some more influence points. And another way to gain gold. I like that. Taruga has their walls now. It's a good site. They have some really nice farmland around their city. The English have also built walls in Birmingham. All right, well, I think that might bring us to a close of this episode. I feel like it was an episode where we saw some nice fruits of our diplomatic endeavors with city-states. Taruga possibly saved us from a war with England. We were able to found 2 more cities, John Coping and Orebro, and Stockholm completed its commercial hub, and Göteborg is kind of filling out nicely with improvements in the city itself. We didn't discover too much more of the world, but we did gain a navy, which we may use to explore if we aren't too busy defending ourselves against the English. But in the meantime, it's time to wrap this episode up, and I will catch you here next time on the Joy of Civ. We'll continue to see what we're able to do with city-states and using them to our advantage here in this series. So thank you for joining. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll catch you here next time.